Let's talk about the Tempest, a fighter jet that makes a Spitfire look like a paper plane. If you thought the legendary Spitfire was the pinnacle of British aviation, think again. The Tempest is here to rewrite the rulebook, taking us from the propeller age straight into the realm of science fiction. Just one look at its sleek, angular design and you know this isn't your grandfather's warbird. It's a machine that looks like it's leapt straight out of a blockbuster movie, ready to dominate the skies of tomorrow. This isn't just a plane, it's a sixth-generation, hypersonic, AI-driven marvel, promising to be the most advanced thing with wings since Icarus. The Tempest is designed to fly faster, think smarter, and fight harder than anything that's come before. We're talking about a jet that can cruise at hypersonic speeds, evade enemy radar with stealth technology, and make split-second decisions using artificial intelligence. It's not just about raw power, it's about brains too. The Tempest is set to become the ultimate predator in the sky, blending speed, stealth, and smarts in a way that's never been seen before. Imagine a flying supercomputer, with a virtual cockpit projected onto the pilot's visor, drone wingmen, and enough power to light up a city. The pilot won't just fly the jet, they'll command a whole digital ecosystem. Holographic displays will feed them real-time data, while AI co-pilots handle the information overload. And those drone wingmen? They'll fly alongside, ready to scout, defend, or even attack on command. It's a vision of air combat where man and machine work together seamlessly, pushing the boundaries of what's possible. It's Britain, Italy, and Japan declaring, "We can still build the best." This isn't just a national project, it's a global partnership, pooling the expertise and resources of three technological powerhouses. Together, they're aiming to set a new standard for military aviation, showing the world that innovation knows no borders. The Tempest is more than a jet, it's a statement of intent, a symbol of international cooperation in an increasingly uncertain world. But ambition is one thing, reality is another. Turning this futuristic vision into a working aircraft is a monumental challenge. It's a race against time, technology, and budget constraints. Every bolt, every circuit, every line of code has to be perfect. The stakes couldn't be higher, and the world is watching to see if these promises can be delivered. Building something this complex is like assembling a Swiss watch in an earthquake. Expensive, brain-bending, and politically fraught. The engineering hurdles are immense, from developing next-gen engines to integrating AI systems that can be trusted in combat. And then there's the politics, balancing the interests of three nations, each with their own priorities and pressures. Every delay, every cost overrun, becomes front-page news. The Tempest could be a beacon of ingenuity or a cautionary tale of overreach. If it succeeds, it will redefine what's possible in military aviation and inspire a new generation of engineers and pilots. But if it stumbles, it risks becoming a symbol of wasted potential and broken promises. The line between triumph and disaster has never been thinner. Is this £12 billion dream the future of air combat, or a black hole for taxpayer money? With a price tag that could fund entire national programs, the stakes are enormous. Supporters say it's an investment in security and technological leadership. Critics warn it could spiral out of control, draining resources with little to show for it. The debate is fierce, and the outcome is far from certain. Let's lift the bonnet and see what's really going on. We'll dive deep into the technology, the politics, and the people behind the Tempest to find out if this jet is truly the future, or just a beautiful dream. So, what exactly is the Tempest? You might have heard the name tossed around in defense circles or seen a dramatic concept image online, but what does it really mean for the future of air combat? Let's break it down. Imagine the Eurofighter Typhoon or the F-35 Lightning II, already some of the most advanced jets in the world. Now take that image and crank it up to 11. The Tempest is what you get when you blend the best of today's fighter jets with the wildest ideas from science fiction. It's not just an upgrade, it's a complete reimagining of what a fighter jet can be. The Tempest is what's called a sixth-generation fighter. That means it's designed to leapfrog everything flying today. Think of it as the quarterback of the sky, not just fighting solo, but orchestrating a whole team of unmanned drones, sometimes called loyal wingmen, that fly alongside, scout ahead, or even take on dangerous missions themselves. The Tempest will command these swarms, making split-second decisions and coordinating complex attacks, all while keeping its human pilot at the center of the action. Inside the cockpit, things get even more futuristic. The pilot's helmet isn't just a piece of safety gear, it's the nerve center of the jet. Forget about old-school dials and switches. Instead, all the critical information is projected directly onto the pilot's visor, using augmented reality. It's like having a video game HUD, but in real life, giving the pilot instant access to everything they need to know, without ever looking down. But the Tempest doesn't stop there. Artificial intelligence is built into the jet from the ground up. The AI constantly monitors the pilot's health and stress levels using biometric sensors. If the pilot gets overwhelmed or incapacitated, the AI can take over, flying the jet or even making tactical decisions in the heat of battle. It's like having a digital co-pilot that never gets tired or distracted. And here's where it gets really wild. The Tempest can fly with or without a human on board. That means it can be piloted remotely or even operate fully autonomously, taking on missions that are too risky for human pilots. This flexibility opens up a whole new world of possibilities for how air forces can use the jet. Under the hood, the Tempest is powered by a next-generation adaptive cycle engine. This isn't just about going fast, it's about being smart. The engine can switch modes on the fly, balancing fuel efficiency with raw power, depending on what the mission demands. Plus, it generates enough electricity to power energy-hungry systems like directed energy weapons, think lasers, and advanced sensors that can see through clouds, darkness, or even enemy stealth. When it comes to stealth, the Tempest is rewriting the rulebook. It's not just about being invisible to radar. The jet is designed to soak up massive amounts of battlefield data, process it in real time, and share it instantly with friendly forces. It becomes a flying data hub, connecting every asset in the sky and on the ground, giving commanders a crystal-clear picture of the battle as it unfolds. So the Tempest isn't just a fighter jet, it's a flying command center, a data node, and a force multiplier all rolled into one. It's designed to lead, to coordinate, and to dominate the battle space in ways we're only beginning to imagine. Of course, packing all these features into a single aircraft is a massive technical challenge. Every system, from the engines to the sensors to the AI, pushes the limits of what's possible in aerospace engineering. Teams of scientists, engineers, and pilots are working around the clock to turn these ambitious ideas into reality. Bringing all these cutting-edge technologies together and making sure they work seamlessly in the chaos of real combat is the ultimate test. It's a high-stakes gamble, but if it pays off, the Tempest could change the face of air warfare for decades to come. In short, the Tempest is more than just a new jet. It's a wish list of tomorrow's technology, all crammed into one sleek, deadly package. If it succeeds, it won't just be the future of air combat, it'll be the future, period. No single country can pull this off alone. Enter the Global Combat Air Program, UK, Italy, and Japan teaming up. The UK leads design, Italy brings electronics, and Japan adds advanced materials and engine tech. Japan joining is a game changer. More expertise, more cash, and a truly global project. But 3 countries mean 3 sets of priorities, politics, and languages. It's like getting 3 celebrity chefs to agree on one recipe. Everyone wants the biggest slice. Collaboration is the project's greatest strength, and its biggest risk. If they can't agree, the whole thing could unravel. Success depends on unity, division could doom it. Enter the government's watchdog, NISTA, with a brutal verdict: unachievable. The timeline is tight. Tempest is supposed to fly by 2035, a blink in military procurement. The Typhoon took over 20 years, the F-35 even longer. NISTA says the odds of hitting the deadline and budget are slim to none. Now, every penny is under scrutiny and the pressure is sky high. The project is on a knife edge, either a masterclass in management or a historic flop. The stakes? Billions of pounds and national credibility. Deliver or become a cautionary tale. No pressure. Let's talk money. The Tempest's £12 billion price tag is just the start. Costs always balloon, and the UK isn't exactly flush with cash. Every pound spent here is one not spent on hospitals or schools. To save money, there's a temptation to cut corners. Fewer drones, less tech, more compromise. That's how you end up with an overpriced, underwhelming jet. Italy and Japan face the same budget headaches. If one partner pulls out, costs skyrocket for the rest. The financial foundation is fragile, a house of cards. One wobble and the whole project could collapse. Ambition is expensive and the bill keeps growing. Building a jet is as much politics as engineering. 3 countries, 3 sets of politicians, all fighting for jobs and prestige. The 2035 deadline isn't just a goal, it's a necessity, as older jets become obsolete. Every delay risks a gap in air defense and hands ammunition to critics. International agreements are complex. Who owns what? Who can sell to whom? Meanwhile, rivals like the US and Europe are racing ahead. If GCAP stalls, it could deliver a jet that's obsolete on arrival. The political pressure is relentless, and the clock is ticking. What if Tempest fails? The fallout would be huge. No plan B means a dangerous gap in air defense. Buying American jets would be costly and surrender control over our own skies. The UK's aerospace industry would take a massive hit. Jobs lost, skills gone, factories shuttered. It's not just about defense, it's about national pride and economic survival. Internationally, failing to deliver would damage trust with Italy and Japan. Britain's reputation as an engineering powerhouse would take a beating. The stakes are more than a plane, they're about our future on the world stage. Success means leadership, failure means decline. The world is watching. Is it time to give up? Not a chance. When you're staring at a mountain of problems, it's tempting to throw in the towel. But that's not how progress is made. The world's most advanced jets weren't built by people who gave up at the first sign of trouble. They were built by those who saw chaos as a challenge, not a dead end. The answer: focus on what matters. Strip away the distractions, the endless wish lists, and the shiny but unnecessary features. Ask yourself, what is the core mission of this jet? What must it do, above all else, to succeed in the skies of tomorrow? Stop adding gadgets, decide what the jet must do, and deliver that. Every extra button, every new system adds complexity, cost, and risk. Instead, build a machine that does its job brilliantly, not one that tries to do everything and ends up doing nothing well. Use an open architecture, build a solid base, a platform that's strong, reliable, and adaptable. Think of it as a foundation, get it right, and you can build anything on top of it. Then upgrade as tech matures. Don't wait for perfection. Start with what works, and improve as new breakthroughs arrive. This way, your jet stays ahead of the curve, not stuck in the past. Get the governments to agree, fast. Every delay, every debate costs time and money. The world isn't waiting, and neither should we. Unity at the top means momentum on the ground. Appoint a single boss with real power. Cut the committees, streamline decisions, and hold leaders accountable. When everyone's in charge, no one is. Give someone the authority and responsibility to make the tough calls and keep the project moving. Be honest, this will be hard, expensive, and full of setbacks. There will be late nights, blown budgets, and moments when it all seems impossible. But that's the price of ambition. If it were easy, everyone would do it. The public deserves straight talk about why Tempest matters. It's not just another plane, it's a symbol of national strength, technological leadership, and a promise to protect future generations. It's a long-term investment in security and jobs. Treat people like adults, and they'll back you. Be transparent about the costs and the stakes, and you'll earn trust. This project isn't just about machines, it's about people, skills, and the future of entire industries. With discipline and unity, this can work. It's tough, but not impossible. History is full of projects that looked doomed until determined people made them fly. The question isn't, can we fix this mess? It's, will we rise to the challenge? The answer, if we choose it, is yes. We're at a crossroads. Down one path, Tempest soars, securing jobs, exports, and national pride, a symbol of what we can achieve. Down the other, a 12 billion pounds disaster, abandoned factories, and lost sovereignty. The project is balanced on a knife edge, immense challenges, but not impossible. Success demands political will, industrial cooperation, and ruthless management. The talent and technology are there. If the partners unite and stay focused, Tempest can fly. The choice is ours, triumph or cautionary tale. The world is watching. Let's hope we make the right call.